What's up, everyone, and welcome back to our Clone Wars Chronological Rewatch. Today we're finishing up the little droid arc with the episode Nomad Droids. Again, just very strange for the Clone Wars. I bet this is one of George Lucas's favorite episodes. He seems to like the weird ones.
Well, we like this one.
I do like this one.
For a specific reason, because it has some similarities to the movie Willow.
I think the first time we watched this episode, like years ago, we had just watched Willow. And then the pataties come out, and I'm like, they're space brownies! Like, they're even kind of French! Everything, I looked it up, and I was like, yep, they are supposed to be brownies. But yeah, let's just get into it. We pick back up where we left off with R2 and Threepio, and they're on Adi Galia's ship, but it gets attacked by Grievous. They have to escape. They crash land on this planet, and boom, little tiny French aliens capture them.
Yeah, this episode is weird because it's like the droids are going from planet to planet, meeting all these different species and like messing up everything, but slash kind of helping them at the same time. What was the theme?
The theme for this one is, who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him, which is one of my favorite Star Wars lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, we keep encountering these cultures who have kind of these just false kings, bad leaders. The Patatis have the big Jesus. And I'm like, I don't know how this person got any power over the rest of them at all.
Yeah.
That's unclear.
But yeah, we don't know. He's just like a large version of the rest of them. But he doesn't last very long.
No. Threepio and R2 are like having a conversation with them, and Threepio knocks R2, who loses his balance and just squashes the big Jesus.
Just like goes from a talking little being to just a puddle.
Like Molly and I both like went, oh, that was like shockingly brutal. In a very lighthearted episode, all of a sudden it's just like squash.
Yeah. And the Patatis are like, cool, you're our leader now.
Yeah, see, I guess it was just the Patatis are very impressionable. They'll follow anyone. I guess the big Jesus killed a bunch of people and then got fat and lazy.
Can't imagine how.
Right. I mean, maybe he ate them. And so then they immediately start to follow Threepio. And he's like, whoa. How about I teach you about democracy?
Yeah, he gets very excited about this opportunity.
It goes well for a little bit, but then they just kind of lose it and start fighting. And R2 and Threepio are like, well, I guess you got it figured out. Bye.
Yeah, well, he's like, who out of all of you are like the best 3 qualified leaders? And they pick 3 people, but then he's like, okay, now everybody vote up for one of these people. And then that's when all the fighting kind of starts. And yeah, then they realize that they can't help any more than they already have. And they just leave.
Our job here is done. Yeah, they just leave. And then they crash land on another planet, and they encounter a new species. And they are under the control of like this hologram projector. Basically, they don't understand what droids are. They don't know what holograms are. It's very Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And the droids obviously are like, I know a hologram when I see one. And they're able to suss out where it's coming from. And it's a bunch of pit droids.
Yeah, I'd like R2 does some scans, finds their little secret door, and goes in, and it's pit droids just like with all these levers and things.
Here's where I'm like, okay, I see where the pit droids were coming from, at least, where I'm sure they weren't treated great by their masters, but then like they just took it too far, and they were like, we're going to completely subjugate this other species who just doesn't understand what droids are. So clearly they never mistreated a droid. So just misdirected anger, I guess. But then they point out where they're all hiding, and then R2 and Threepio leave as just explosions are going off. I'm like, did you just kill that entire village? What?
Another job well done.
Uh-huh. Then they wind up losing power for a little bit, which is kind of a sad scene.
Yeah, that they have kind of a sentimental little scene together where they're both like, well, we're stranded on this planet where our batteries are dying. I guess this is it for us.
And it is for a little while, but pirates pick him up, and then they get put into like a droid fighting ring. Like a lot happens in the last 5 minutes. Grievous finds that ship, attacks, so 3PO and R2 wind up stuck on Grievous's ship, which I wonder if there's a bit of like the droids following Grievous. Who's the more foolish? The fool or the fool follows him? They don't really explore that so much, but ultimately, Plo Koon and Wolf come to save 3PO, R2, and Adi Gallia. I think it's the 2 planets, which is where that theme is really explored.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, pick your leaders carefully. Don't follow bad ones.
Yeah.
Don't follow terrible people.
If you pick them and they just make your lives worse, maybe pick a new one.
Uh-huh. If they show you who they are, believe them and get rid of them. But that's the end of the little droid arc. And next time we're going to get into the Umbara Arc, which I'm very excited about. One of my favorite arcs of the entire series. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.